Okay guys, as I mentioned on my earlier sardine curry video, I'll be showing you the second side dish that will go really well with this. This is my simple veggie stir fry. Now I'm actually using Chinese cabbage for this recipe, and I'll be adding carrots, shiitake mushrooms, and spring onions. Actually, you can use any kind of vegetables for this dish, maybe even long beans or fresh French beans will also go well for this stir fry. So I've actually cut one whole Chinese cabbage. If you see, I've actually cut them like this. I'm actually very particular with my vegetables on how it's being cut, because I truly believe that the way you cut it makes the vegetables taste more better. So I've actually cut two small carrots like this, if you can see, and spring onions. I've used like around 2 to 3 bunches of spring onions. I've cut them like this, and I've used a few pieces of shiitake that I had left in my fridge. I just wanted to finish them. I've cut them in slices like this, if you can see. This is like around, I guess, like 6 to 7 pieces of mushrooms, and you will need like a small piece of onion. I've cut like around 5 pieces of garlic, 1 red chili. And for all my vegetables, I actually use only olive oil. You can use any brand of olive oil. I prefer natural. And you will need a little bit of chili powder, turmeric powder, and soya sauce for taste. So now I'll show you how this recipe is being made. So heat up your pan with a bit of olive oil. Okay, that should be enough. If it goes a little bit more, it's alright, because olive oil is very healthy. So let the oil heat up, and once the oil is heated up, the first thing I'm going to throw in are the garlic, followed by the onions. Okay, now that the oil has been heated up, I'm going to add in the garlic. Give it a quick stir. The garlic you can also slice. It need not be very fine for this recipe. Okay, and then followed by the onions. These vegetables can be done very fast because it's a very quick stir fry, and vegetables need not cook very long as well. Okay, and then followed by the red chilies. Now at this stage, what normally I will do is that I will add salt. I prefer it at this stage is because so that the salt gets infused well in the oil. So when you throw in any vegetables later on, it gets coated well. So now at this stage, I'm going to add in a little, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and a pinch of chili powder. Okay, so I've gone ahead I've actually added the turmeric and the chili powder, so it gets infused into the oil. So after this, I'm going to throw in the carrot. And followed by the Chinese cabbage. It looks a lot, but trust me, once it gets cooked, it's all squashed already, and then there will be like very little. This is what happens with this kind of vegetables, especially kangkong as well. Also, it seems like a lot in 2 bunches, but once you cook it, it's all gone. Give it a good stir. Okay, so as you can see, after a while, the cabbage has already softened. Alright, now I'm going to actually add the shiitake mushrooms next. Give it a stir. Do not add any water, and cook this in high heat because cabbage naturally releases water. So if it's not cooked in high heat, then it will tend to be very watery. In my case, there's not much of water, just a little liquid, as you can see. But if you do not cook it in high heat, okay, so if you do not cook it in high heat, then there'll be more water that will be released out of the cabbage. Okay, so next I'm going to add in the spring onions. Okay friends, so the vegetables are really cooked well already. Now I'm going to add a cap of light soya sauce. It's up to your preference on how. Some people like it a little salty, some people like it not very salty, so it's up to individual. For me, I've already added salt, and right now I've already added the soya sauce as well. I'm going to taste it and see if it's alright. And the last touch to this is add a little bit of black pepper. Okay, I've added a little bit of black pepper. It's looking very great and it tastes good as well. So friends, give this stir fry a try and let me know how it turned out.